Tricks, subterfuges, and such are used oftentimes by investigators, and they're allowed to under the case law. And if you're told you're going to get a better deal and I'm going to help you out if you'll just unload and tell me everything right now, is that true? Is that how it works? Or does it have to go higher up the chain?
Well, probably it's not going to work out in your favor if you cooperate, because they will stack the charges against you, very likely. If you admit to anything, it's going to be used against you. If you're going to work out a deal, and it needs to be done through legal counsel, because your attorney can speak for you, and the representations of the attorney, although they have to be accurate, they cannot use that as evidence at a later date in a criminal trial.
Now, what is immunity, and can that be something that can be used to the benefit of a defendant or somebody who's charged with a federal tax crime or a federal white-collar crime?
Well, immunity is something that can be given to a witness in order to induce their cooperation. If you're going to work through this process and you are going to cooperate in any type of investigation, albeit the IRS or the FBI or Department of Justice, if you're going to move in that direction, you're going to need that immunity to go forward and make any statements, because you don't want them taking your statements and then turning around and using that to prosecute you at a later date.
Immunity essentially means that you can testify and what you say is not going to be used as evidence to prosecute you.
Yes,
is that correct?
Generally correct.
And I've heard it said, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard it said that the first on the bus gets the best seat. In other words, the first person to cooperate where there's a conspiracy case may get the best deal. The question I have, and I think we've talked about it, but where does that happen? Does that happen with the investigator, or does that happen with the Attorney General's office, or the prosecutor's office? And I guess where I'm headed with this question is this something a decision a layperson should be making?
No, I mean, that is only going to be offered by the higher level person prosecuting the case. The investigator does not have the authority to work out any type of lesser deal with you or lesser plea. So that's got to come from the top down, and in a lot of cases, if you do cooperate, things can be worked out more favorably. But that's got to be worked out with the lead counsel, albeit Department of Justice or Internal Revenue Service, or through the state's attorneys up. It's not going to be done at the lowest level.
Thank you very much. Well, I'm Joel Denning.
And I'm Robert Stahl.
We do this every day. We answer questions like this every day. If you have a question regarding this, please give us a call. We would be delighted to hear from you.